and I'm going to be speaking to you on the investigation that we carried out on the medical school's application success rate. Firstly, we tried to identify areas that students could target to improve their chances of being accepted into a medical school. Pre-med GPA was established to have the highest impact, and this was estimated to have a 19% increase in probability of being accepted for a 0.1 increase in GPA. To establish which factor was the most effective, we did a sensitivity analysis on the estimated probabilities of the model for changes in the GPA scores. Secondly, we tried to identify whether the choice of undergraduate major had an impact on the probability of being accepted. To do this, we split the majors that were being pursued by the different applicants into those that were science related and non-science related. For the science pool, we saw that 79% of the applicants were accepted, versus for the non-science pool, where 70% of those were accepted. The science pool seemed to show that this pool was more competitive because a high-weighted combination of GPA and scores was required for admission. For the non-science majors, we identified that there was a high probability of being accepted for the same scores and GPA with a science major. Other additional insights that we identified was that the MCAT score increased the probability of being accepted by 9% for just an additional increase in the score. Because the MCAT score is not a weighted average metric like the GPA, this was then identified that this was much easier to increase. For the science majors, because of the competition, the GPA in all other courses seemed to be differentiated in trying to increase the probability of being accepted. For our model, we first normalized our data to make sure that we did not run into any biases in the estimation. We then weighted the different factors using a logistic function, and this was then optimized in Excel solver to try and identify the betting vectors at the maximum information gain. To do the testing, this was done at a test set with 101 students, and we achieved an average information gain of 0.29 bits with 37% information gain. The source of data was the proprietary data from Duke University.